David, if you come forward, please.
Good morning. How is everybody? Good morning. You all okay? All right. So I'm really proud to be here this morning for this graduating recognition breakfast. President Jeremy Travis, thank you so much. We have really loved your leadership and enjoyed the partnership and what you've done to bring outside organizations like all of the corporate partners in and make us a special part of what you've accomplished here along with your team. Jerry Bryant, incredible. I love listening to you every single chance that we get to engage with you, and how fortunate we are to be able to be a small part of your leadership and what you're doing in the city of New York, along with Jason and what is happening with the city. Today, I mean, it's amazing. Lieutenant Colonel Justin Constine, wow, in terms of a keynote speaker. Richard Lynette, the folks that are here to support you is absolutely astounding. Sometimes people say it's not who you are, but it's who you know. And how great must that feel to have the level of alignment and support just to show how important your contribution is. It was just Mother's Day, and we had a chance to thank our mothers, right? That's an important part of everything that we do. I thank my mother for carrying me for 9 months physically and for 25 years financially. I also thank my mother for helping me through that awkward phase of life. You know, 30 years really flies by when you think about it. Some have said that parenting is 50% shouting, I'm not going to say this again, and the other 50% saying it again. Chris Rock once stated that everyone loves mama, but nobody cares about daddy. And if you think about that, it is true. You know, people say, Mama, this meal sure is delicious. Mama, you sure look beautiful today. But no one says that about Dad, do they? No one says, boy, Daddy, it sure is easy to read in this room with all this light in here. Nobody cares about Dad. And it's interesting. So you think through it, and Chris Rock did say that there is one thing that dads do get, and that is the big piece of chicken. No matter what happens, our mothers always save the big piece of chicken for our father or the dad in the room, but otherwise it's mothers that get all the respect. Now, why do I bring up our mothers and why do I bring up parents? There's a lot of people in our lives that are around us that are peripheral, that are a big part of our support system, right? It's not just what we do to make our accomplishments, it's what other people do around us. At T-Mobile, we believe that everything should be unlimited, and we especially believe that about human potential. We celebrate at T-Mobile diversity, inclusion, uniqueness, and we want people to be here to change the world. Now, it's uncomfortable for me to show up in a t-shirt and a jacket and some jeans when we have people who are dressed to the nines in their Italian shoes and their beautiful jackets and blouses and dresses. But T-Mobile's culture is about being unique, about being who you are, and about fitting into any environment regardless. Much like New York City. There is one group in this world who has changed the world more than any other group, and that is U.S. veterans. Would you agree? You raised your hand when there was no guarantee. You left home. You left comfort. You took the risk. And you were proud to do it. That's amazing. You weren't just defending the freedom and safety of those Americans, you were defending the world's freedom and safety. You were bettering humanity when you raised your hand. That is powerful, and that is changing the world. If we had lived 100 years ago, think about that for a minute, 100 years ago, I mean, are kids even gonna drive? Are they gonna just get in an autonomous vehicle? Will a driver's license be, like, the future is mind-blowing. I just read that in Dubai, they're using drones to do four-person transportation now, right? Because it's possible. That jetsons era, but 100 years ago, few would have believed that you could pick up a piece of glass and iron and see our loved ones and connect with those on a screen. Yet, that technology has existed in the world the entire time. It's always been here. It just wasn't discovered. It took an idea, it took inspiration, it took a serendipitous path to unlock what was previously invisible to become real. Think about that for a minute. It was always here. One may ask what the value of air is or what the value of dirt is. It depends who you are. If you're in the radio business, if you're in the airline business, or if you're a fish or you're a mammal, the value of air is going to be different to you in every single situation. Yet air is here, right? And yet it is an invisible element that sustains our life. Mind-blowing when you think about what the value of air is. When you think about what the value of dirt is, you can be a real estate agent or a farmer to grow a crop, but the value of dirt is going to be different and very relevant depending on who you are and how you view that. Philo T. Farnsworth, at age 14, was plowing a field in Idaho. If you've ever gone to Yellowstone National Park, it's not far from there. And he was plowing a field with a horse and plow, and he looked down and saw furrows. And those furrows, in his mind, in Philo's 14-year-old mind, became the megapixels of television. Is that phenomenal? He saw a different value in dirt and in air that has changed the world forever. Amazing. Earning a degree unlocks doors and it opens doors, but the knowledge and the leadership may unlock something much more powerful. It is your human potential that will determine the progress of the future of this world, and the people in this room, I am confident, are some of the most elite to unlock that great potential. Eliza Anderson and Rondell Holland have demonstrated massive potential. We at T-Mobile are so proud to honor both of them for their accomplishments and be a small, tiny part of their success when we honor them today. They can be the next thing, the next big thing, and so can you. Eliza Anderson, graduate, advanced degree, amazing accomplishment. Is born in New York City and raised in Connecticut. Eliza has resided in New Jersey for the past 10 years. She graduated from New Jersey City University with a Bachelor's of Science degree in Criminal Justice in 2012 and has served as a U.S. Navy Reserve since 2012, Master of Arms, and holds a rank of Petty Officer 2nd Class. For most of 2016, she deployed the organization Operation Boots on the ground of USMC veteran, Jersey City Mayor Stephen Fulop, collecting over 150 used boots from fellow deployed service members for homeless veterans in New Jersey. Incredible. What a difference. Not wasting idle time, taking advantage, leveraging partnerships. She also provided security for several Navy missions, including the upcoming New York City Fleet Week. Amazing. In her civilian employment, Eliza serves as field supervisor in the MTA's New York City Transit and Security Department. Eliza plans to graduate with her Master's of Science degree in Security Management on May 31st. Like, wow, coming up in like 2 weeks. That's exciting, 2017. She looks forward to a long career with the MTA. And Eliza, we should have you come up and we should recognize you. anybody? Big deal. Rondell Holland. I had a chance to shake his hand and see the 4-month-old beautiful baby girl that he has. A native of Jamaica, Queens, New York. Legit. Rondell served in the U.S. Navy from 2000 to 2008 as a gas turbine systems mechanic. They call it GSM, but just so you know, the wireless world also thinks we own the term GSM. We'll talk about that later. We think it's the standard in which we operate, but. And achieved the rank of Petty Officer 3rd Class. He completed 2 Operation Enduring Freedom and 1 Operation Iraqi Freedom deployment aboard the USS John Paul Jones DDG-53 and the US Decatur DDG-73. While at John Jay College, Rondell served as the president of John Jay Veterans Association during 2016-2017 academic year, and that's a bunch of time. As the Veteran Association president, Rondell was instrumental in stimulating increased veteran collaboration with the John Jay student government and other organizations, as well as a substantial increase in the number of students involved in the activities. He was also actively involved in John Jay's Pre-Law Institute programs. As a scholar, he is a member of the Salute Veterans National Honor Society. Rondell plans to graduate with a Bachelor's of Science degree in Criminal Justice in just 2 weeks. He hopes to attend law school and practice law, and I see a very bright future. Rondell, would you come up so we can thank you and hear from you? College to do that again for the next 3 years, but double the amount that we expect. And we have an initiative. I don't know how much you know about our organization, but we are the #1 selected company in the wireless industry. In fact, we're selected more times each year than our other 3 competitors combined. And we have laid a commitment down that we will hire 5,000 veterans into high-paying jobs. And so if you're interested in work, let us know. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be involved.